Late last year, I noticed something appear within Marxist circles that I found pretty perplexing. Nihilism. All of a sudden, there's like all these people running around calling themselves communist nihilists, to which I was pretty confused about what that's even supposed to mean. Because what's the point? Marxism makes a particular moral argument, and if you're going to claim to be a nihilist, then you're essentially claiming that there is no morals or what have you. Yes, morals are subjective, I know that. But communism and nihilism seem to contradict each other. But upon further reflection of this whole phenomenon, I think I've come to understand it a little bit better. Essentially, it is first worldism. It's essentially a liberal individualism, this whole mentality of the communist nihilist. It's individualism thinking about yourself and not about doing revolution. I mean, even the biggest proponents, the biggest supporters of revolution in the first world know that it's not going to happen and know that it's not happening. So you tend to get this kind of nihilistic stance that, no matter what you do, revolution's not coming anyway. So what does it really matter if what you do is really all that constructive in terms of bringing about revolution? Nothing means anything. So just go do whatever you want. You're not carrying out revolution anyway. But this justifies all things like trolling, creating accounts to attack people, message boards that talk about communism but don't do anything. This explains a lot of the first worldist, internet phenomenon that we do find that is essentially completely useless. And it says you don't have to have a revolutionary ethic. You don't have to see how trolling makes you completely worthless for revolution. You don't have to see how engaging in petty personal attacks and getting, intentionally starting a pathetic drama or repeatedly attacking people on ridiculous grounds is counterproductive to actually creating revolution, because it doesn't matter. Because nothing matters, apparently. And this is all about, it's all a part of a larger part of first worldism, where people have frankly lost all critical thinking skills. Nobody's interested in actually thinking about theory. People are only interested in doing whatever they can to promote themselves. They're only interested in doing whatever it is that they feel like doing, rather than trying to do something that would forward revolutionary science, or something that would even aid in bringing about revolution. And just don't care. So they just fetishize things from the past. Pantherism of the 60s, or just in general, look at the 60s as like some kind of holy era where revolution was totally possible, when it certainly wasn't. There was no potential of revolution in the 60s, and the Black Panthers never got close to anywhere even challenging the power of the US government. But none of that really matters, because we can just think whatever we want, because nihilism. And it's one of those things that certainly does explain why first world people are essentially so goddamn useless in terms of building revolution, or even forwarding a theory that would be able to create it, and why they literally don't do it. Because we have to move past this liberal individualism that says, well, you can just do whatever you want since nothing really matters anyway, when that's really not what nihilism stands for anyway. Because again, I also couldn't think of anything that's more first world than to be able to sit around and have this really pathetic liberal existential crisis. Because, well, you sure as hell know people in the third world don't have it, because they're too busy trying to survive day to day. It's certainly not a luxury they have. Thank you for watching. Won't you go ahead, rate, comment, subscribe, and share on various social media. And if you want, you can head over to my Patreon page and show your support. Or you could head over to the MRN bookstore and check out some of the latest books available.